Fighting in the new season may seem a bit odd to some people, especially for players that don't understand the completely different playstyle you need to change to, that will allow you to drop a ton of kills and become a much better fighter in the new season, especially as Epic Games made some big changes to the shotguns this season, bringing out a new pump shotgun that really rewards hitting the head. And today, I'm going to be showing you how I've been able to drop super high kill games in the new season, picking up a ton of kills, and how I was also able to adapt to this completely different shotgun meta and what you could do as well. So sit back and get your popcorn ready, because we're already in the game that I'll be VOD with you. I'll be going over some early game stuff I've been doing to pick up kills, as well as mid game and finally the end game. This is a great game to watch, as I was able to pick up, I think it was 17 kills and the win. So plenty of fights I can showcase to you. So first of all, I landed at this building on some minis. No particular reason really. I just saw some minis and thought I'd go for them. Nothing too special there. Right, and the first fight I can showcase to you is this guy here. So I'm drinking a big pot and this guy just pushes over. I place this ramp and I box myself up. See how I'm playing slow? This new season, playing slow is definitely the meta. Playing really quick, getting in people's faces and being brain dead, especially with a new shotgun in the game, just isn't going to work. So here, I was just trying to say, stay back a bit, pop the big pot to bait him, and obviously this guy had a shotgun, I only had an SMG. If you're in a situation off spawn where you've only got an SMG, the best strat really is just to run at the guy and just see what you can do. Maybe get in a 50-50 situation, try and get some shots beforehand, because there's not a whole lot you can do. So it's just best to prey on your aim. So this second guy decided to key me straight after the fight. Again, I haven't been able to get my big pot off, but I see how aggressive this guy gets, and this is why you're able to punish people in the new season. So first of all, I make a window edit. I should have probably put a cone here. It was not too important against this player. I place a cone, and I see he's brought out his build mode here. So this means he's looking to edit that cone. At this point, I edit a window, pull out my shotgun, and I zoom in. Now, with this new shotgun, if you zoom in and hit your pellets, you will do over 100 damage with ease. So this is what I recommend you should do in situations like you are here. If you have a situation where you can ADS with the shotgun, 100% go for it. Because genuinely, if you hit a shot where you ADS, every single pellet will connect. Look how small that crosshair is. So when I hit him in the body, but I hit him for 112 damage, which is a big shot. That is literally a fight-winning shot here. I reset it just in time, so he shoots the wall. And then obviously, at this point, I know I've already won the fight, so I just take a bit of a 50-50. And then again, while I'm trying to drink my big pot, another guy comes pushing over, and look how aggressive he gets. And this is where you can really punish players. Like I said, this season, it's not about being aggressive, as being aggressive will get you killed. So if we skip back to this guy's POV, here you're going to see he goes up to my wall, hits me with a nice little flick shot to be fair. But then, as you can see, he tries to get overly aggressive, and see how that guy could literally not even see me with that window shot. This is why you really need to start abusing the window edit. It is so good. As you can see, I did it in the other fight to get that cone, and here I do it in this fight here to get a little bit of damage on my opponent. It wasn't a massive shot, but it was just enough damage. This guy actually does end up dipping away. So I'm looking for him for a bit, and then I end up bumping into this guy here. So this guy, I don't have a clue what he was doing. I'm not gonna lie, he wasn't the greatest player. I put a cone down here this time, and again, I do the window edit. You must start doing the window edits. Window edits are so good. Genuinely, I don't think many of you understand how good window edits truly are. And as you can see, I make the window edit, hit him for 46, reset it, and then I go for the window edit again, and you can literally not even see me when I'm doing these window edits. This is where the guy just isn't even shooting. This is this guy's POV when I'm doing the window edits here. So as you can see, he cannot see me, sees me for a second, and by the time he pulls out his shotgun, he's been hit and reset. Again, this time he's waiting for it, and he sees a little bit of me for a brief second, and then it gets reset. Especially with the shotgun, you really need to start abusing these window edits. And then again, I just take a little 50-50 once I'm on the massive big health advantage. While I'm looting, this guy then comes over and pushes. As you can see here, he gets a little bit of a tag on me and makes a window edit and gets this cone. I decide to sit behind it, wait for him to make an edit, and here I can see he's looking to run at me, and he hasn't got a cone or anything in his box. So I get a tag quickly and hit him for 35. From here, I don't really know too much what I was doing, but I just decided to flip the ramp, take the 50-50, and then obviously just hit him with a little one pump, which is why I love this shotgun so much. Again, this other guy comes, and this is what you need to start doing. Play a little bit slower and sit on corners, because you will get rewarded with the shot 44 tag, and then it gets a bit scuffed, because the kid hits me for 114. And then here, I just need to get a little shot on him. I see him firing his pistol at me, so I just flip the ramp, go to get some damage, and then a third party comes in this situation as well. So here it's getting a little bit scuffed. So I flipped the ramp again, and my goal here was just to try and get them two to fight. And then obviously I hit this guy 132 because I realized at this point there's nothing I can do. I've just got to go for the fight, and then I clean it up nicely. And then obviously this guy is still here. I can't get this guy off me, so he takes the ramp. And if you're in a situation where someone's got a ramp, just spray it. Just spray and spray and spray. Don't stand there. So many people I've been playing against this season, once I've got their ramp, they don't spray. They literally just sit there. They just let me have it. And then from there, it's just easy for me to kill them. So here, I take the ramp and then go for a bit of a 50-50. Obviously, probably wasn't the best play to be doing. And then another third party rolls up. And at this point, I decide to box out. This was a great play. Make myself a bit more space, a little bit more room. And I do end up actually getting both of these kills in the end. I hit that guy. Probably not the safest window edit in the world, but we both met up. But later down the line, I'm pretty sure I do end up killing him. But first of all, before I kill him, I end up getting into this fight here. As you can see, the first thing I do is make a little bit of space. Especially with the shotgun this season, the pump shotgun, it rewards people playing slow. Like I said at the start of the video, there is a new shotgun meta, and the shotgun meta is to play slow. So oftentimes it is so good just to sit in a double box and just pay for edits and let people take the fight to you. Because when you're taking the fight to people, a lot of the time, all it takes is one mistake and you're going to get hit over 100. So I've seen so many pros struggle with their normal brain dead, just W key playstyle because they're just playing so aggressive. Here, of course, I get a nice little 190 shot on him, and then from there, I just clean him up. Nothing too special about that fight. The only thing to really take away was the way I was taking his wall. Obviously, I was stood here, so it doesn't matter what he does. There was pretty much zero way for him to be able to shoot me, because if he edits out here, I just hug the wall and he can't see me. Coming into this next fight, I wasn't too sure where the guy was at first, and then I see him flip this ramp here, and see how I'm in a single box. You don't usually want to be in a single box, so as you can see, I come out here, make myself a little bit of room. I know he's behind this cone, but I'm trying to get a double box, because I know if I can get a double box, it's so easy for me to win this fight. So my next tip is to always double box in a fight. Never want to be in a single box. Always look to try and get yourself in double box because it'll be much easier. So here I see the guy obviously camping in the cone, and I just spray it. I try and bait him to make a bit of an edit, and then as soon as he edits, I come back here, behind here, and I use this doorway here as a little bit of cover. And as you can see, I'm doing what I did earlier where I look for a pre-fire on him. I know the guy might edit on me, so I'm trying to put pressure on him to pre-fire, and then eventually I end up taking his wall. And then from here, I abuse the window edits. Obviously, I go for the zoom in play. Here, that probably wasn't really needed. I should just try to clean up the kill. A few bad shots later, and obviously, I managed to kill him. But the main takeaways from that fight was to always look to get yourself in the double box. And again, using those window edits and knowing when to ADS or not. Obviously, then when I ADS'd, I probably shouldn't have. I should just went for a shot because he was on about 60, 70 health. This next fight, I mantle up and see this guy just crouched here. Got a nice little 63 shot on him, and then just edit in and finish him off. He literally was a complete drone, so I just thought I'd hop in and finish him nice and quick. Now, at this point, I knew someone was here because I could hear footsteps, but I didn't know exactly where they were. So you're going to see me just running around for ages, just having a look for this guy, and he ends up being at the bottom. And then at this point, I realise he's somewhere at the bottom, and then obviously I see him crouched there. 118, make the little cone, and then boom, finish him off. Now, I hear another guy rock up to the fight. So again, I get myself in a double box, and look how easy it is to play when playing defensively this season with this shotgun. This guy decides he was going to sneak up to my box for some reason, and drops down on the wall, looks to get aggressive, ends up going from above, takes the cone here, and then gets himself boxed up. nice and quickly. Here, I sit off a little more. So really, this season, you just want to get really good at defensive box fighting. Now, this is a really good play to do, and I recommend a ton of you doing this in fights. When you see someone pickaxing one side of your box, and obviously this guy isn't full boxed himself at this point, so I know instantly at this point that I own this wall here, so I could just edit out. And so many people have not been doing this play, and I've seen so many pros do it to be able to win fights. And what I do here is I just edit out the right side. He did not expect it at all. Get a nice little 62 shot on him. And again, I make a window edit to get piece control. Every time you look to get piece control on someone, just do it for a window. You can literally do pretty much all builds for a window. So rather than me making a big 50-50 edit, I just piece control for the window. And then I look to go up on this guy, take high ground. And then here, I just take his wall, place a cone, and finish off the fight. Nice and easy. So defensive box fighting is so good this season, and start piece controlling through windows. Get in the habit of doing that, because I used to always do piece control through big wide edits, and it used to get me killed so much. At this point, I didn't find anyone for literally ages, and then all of a sudden I get hit for 40 damage. Instantly, you can see I make myself a little double box and look to try and get my meds off. I pop my big pot, and then at this point, I'm kind of just waiting for this guy to take the fight to me. Like I've been saying before, this season it's to play slow, and this guy starts taking my wall, and as you can see, I'm just gathering a little bit of piece control in the box, waiting for him to make a move, and then I'm just going to counter off it. So here I go for a little play to edit out the side and get a little side angle on him. Doesn't work, and I end up in this big 50-50 with the guy. And this is where you can literally just abuse the grind rails if you're near them. They're really frustrating to fight against, especially if someone knows how to use them properly. You can just go straight through people's boxes with them and finish them off. Coming into this next fight now, I see this guy in his box, and rather than just getting super aggressive, you've seen the amount of people that have got really aggressive, and this is how you should be playing offensive in Fortnite. You got to understand, even this season, if you've got a massive health advantage, you've got 150 health advantage, a guy could literally be on 30 HP, you've got to understand that there's a shotgun in this game that can literally do 250 damage. Especially in mid-game fights, you don't have a clue what loot people have. It's very likely that a guy could have a mythic pump, which is 250 to the head. So rather than hopping on walls this season, do this angle here. Literally just do a floor to the side and just start hitting the wall from above. It's so hard for them to be able to do anything, and if you take the wall, just edit like this and put a cone in there. And then of course here, I do a bit of a weird play to jump down, which means I end up taking a bit of damage, and then obviously the third party comes up and finishes off that guy. Now this guy here, I look to get some piece control on him, get a nice 156 shot on him, and then just finish him off nice and easy. This shotgun really rewards players hitting the head, so you got to understand sometimes even if you're on the back foot of a fight, you can always win. So here, I do a bit of a weird sword play. I don't really know what I was doing, to be completely honest, but I'm on 85 HP, and this guy is just as low as me. So here, I establish high ground, get hit in the back, and at this point, I'm 3 HP. Storm's coming in, I'm just trying to get my splashes off. There's a third party who's literally lasering the both of us. I hit him 20 white at this point, and I don't pick up the kill for literally so long. He keeps swording away, but the fight ends up, I take his wall, full box him, and then 120 him. And eventually, I see him running towards a bush, and just hit him for 14 damage. In this next fight, I see some guy in 3 boxes here, so I decided to go over towards him. As sure in the other fight, we had guys who would literally just stand here and start pickaxing my wall. This is what you should do instead. Make a box, try and get yourself in a double box, and then look to establish some sort of piece control. Obviously, this guy was only 30 HP, so it didn't really matter, but nevertheless, if you want to approach a wall, you should be approaching it like that. Now, you've got plenty of boxes to be able to back you up. Here, I'm waiting for this guy to edit, and right as I pull out my pickaxe, he makes an edit, and then of course I place a ramp in his box. He mantles up randomly, I get the little crack, see where he's running, and finish him off. That was a bit of a weird fight, but nevertheless, I still won. This next fight, this guy just pulls up on me and starts spraying from above. As you can see, I'm just looking to try and establish a bit of high ground. I realise that this guy's obviously not a bad builder. And then he ends up boxing up. So at this point, I'm seeing if he's going to do anything. And then I see he's probably going to edit out that side. So he places the ramp here and turns that way. So I instantly drop down here, take a bit of a risky play. He doesn't edit out. And then here I can see him with edit builds out, so I knew it was coming out. I bait it once with the pickaxe, and then just ADS with the shotgun. A nice little 132 shot. Like I said before, ADSing is so broken this season, so start doing it, especially if you know some guy's going to edit on you. And then from here, it was just a nice easy kill, and there's the 17 kill win. So in a nutshell, what you need to be doing this season is a few things. The first thing you need to be doing is ensuring you're always in a double box. That way you can just really easily play off a defensive playstyle if need to be. The second thing you need to do is get really good at defensive box fighting. The best defensive box fighters are going to do so well this season, especially as you can really easily get counter damage on opponents with this shotgun just doing so much damage. In previous seasons, people would hop in your box as soon as they get a little health advantage and they'd always win. This season, if someone hops in your box, you can just hit them with a little 165, boom, and you've won the fight. The next few things you should be doing is piece controlling and using windows to your advantage. This is something I've seen some of the best fighters doing for so long, and I've fought some people that are so good at the game, and all they do is abuse the window edit. It is the best edit in the game, and when used right, you will see how good it is. Clicks is someone who uses window edits really well. He's got a bit of a flicky play style, so what he does is he makes a window edit, just like a little flick, hits them, and then resets really quickly, and it works really well for him. So next time you're watching Clicks, look out for that flicky window edit he does, because he literally never ever takes damage back when someone does it. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, a like would be greatly appreciated. This is a new little bit of content where I sort of VOD review a fight. So if you did enjoy it, please smash a like and comment down below if you want to see more content just like this. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, you may also like this video on screen now.